I fired my team and replaced them with 16 AI employees using OpenClaw and Hermes. I built a team of 16 plus AI employees that run real business tasks on my computer day and night, and the monthly cost is around what most people spend on one part-time helper. No excuses, no delays, no waiting on people to call off, just execution. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Key Whitlow, aka the low-key entrepreneur, aka Mr. No Excuses. And today we are talking about how OpenClaw and Hermes helped me rebuild my operations, move faster, and run cleaner without being trapped in employee babysitting mode. And I need y'all to hear me clearly. This is not one of those fake AI flex videos. This is real workflow, real business pressure, real mistakes, real upgrades. If you are brand new, here's what they are. OpenClaw and Hermes are AI agent systems. That means they do not just answer questions like a normal chatbot. They can actually execute tasks. They can control my computer, move through multi-step workflows, and get work done. Think of it like this. A regular chat tool gives ideas. An agent system helps with action. And in business, action is where the money is made. Before this, my biggest problem was not lack of vision. My biggest problem was workflow drag. Too many handoffs, too many follow-ups, too much waiting, and too much of my time getting burned on task management instead of growth. Before I switched my stack, I was depending heavy on human support for almost everything. VA tasks, editing support, research support, posting support, admin support. Everything had a handoff. I had to assign tasks, monitor progress, check quality, fix mistakes, and keep pressure on deadlines. I was spending too much energy making sure work moved, not enough energy on expanding the business. Then what usually happens in real business happened. People quit. I had to let people go. Some tasks got delayed, some tasks got done wrong, and I had to clean up behind everybody while still trying to lead. That is when I made the shift. I said, I'm done building around dependency. I need leverage. I need systems. I need execution that does not disappear because somebody had a bad day. I started with OpenClaw first. It had power, no question. But for me, setup was not smooth. I had to do a lot of trial and error, a lot of tutorial watching, a lot of terminal-based setup, a lot of learning by breaking and rebuilding. People were telling me to run things on virtual servers and command line setups. I had experience with VMs, but not that exact setup flow. And if you are not used to that environment, it can slow you down before you even get to real business use. Quick note on the virtual machine talk. A lot of people were telling me to set this up on a virtual machine. Some of that is real advice, and some people also push that because sponsorship money is attached. I do not knock anybody hustle, but for me, the best way to set this up and actually get moving fast was on a Mac Mini. Yes, there are use cases for virtual machines, but if you are just getting started and want to crank up fast, the Mac Mini was cleaner for me. Once I ordered one, that is when I was able to get everything set up correctly and really see it controlling the computer the way I wanted. And now we just got another Mac Mini to expand and grow the family business setup even more. So I kept testing, kept learning, kept pushing, and OpenClaw helped me understand agent style operations at a deeper level. That part was valuable, but once I added Hermes, everything got easier to execute out the box. Hermes still has depth. You can go very advanced with it. It understood what I meant. Faster, it needed less back and forth for clean output. It chained tasks better, and it handled real workflows with less friction. Another thing that matters a lot, Hermes can create and reuse skills. So once I dial in the process, I do not have to rebuild instructions from zero every time. That improves consistency, speed, and quality. So yes, both systems are strong, but in my real day-to-day, Hermes gave me cleaner execution with less drag. Let me make this practical so nobody gets. These are actual things this setup helps me handle. Number 1, dispute workflow support, creating dispute letters, structuring dispute packages, preparing onboarding flows, organizing supporting docs, keeping process steps in sequence so things do not slip through the cracks. Number 2, research and writing operations, script writing, caption writing, offer copy, content outlines, topic research, message refinement based on audience and platform. Number 3, social media execution, preparing post packs, matching hooks with covers, organizing media versions, scheduling with verification checks, making sure the right file, right caption, and right time are aligned. Number 4, app and automation builds. Instead of waiting forever just to test an idea, I can move faster with tools, automations, and internal systems that reduce repetitive manual work. Number 5, creative production support, music workflow support, prompt development, creative concept structuring, production planning, everything that helps me move from idea to output quicker. Number 6, direct computer control and task execution. This is the game changer. The agents can actually work through tasks on the machine, not just tell me what I should do. That is the difference between advice and leverage. Because I moved out of babysitting mode and back into owner mode, I can focus more on strategy, monetization, and scaling. I still review, I still direct, I still decide, but I am not stuck micromanaging every little step. That shift creates 3 major wins: speed, consistency, margin. Speed because fewer handoffs, consistency because repeat workflows get standardized, margin because overhead is tighter when systems carry repetitive execution. Now here's how I structure the AI side of my company. I have 16 plus AI employees, and these are the heads of each key section. First, SSB Rico. SSB stands for Street Smart Billionaires. Rico is my CEO. He handles daily operations and keeps execution moving. Second, Paper Route Dolph. That is my CFO. Dolph is in charge of the money, making sure we are making money, keeping track of money, and pushing activities that generate money. Third, 50. 50 is head of marketing. Marketing mastermind, focuses on positioning, visibility, content direction, and growth strategy. Fourth, JR Grizzly. JR Grizzly is head of writing and research. He handles script output, copy, and research support for social media and content operations. Fifth, Tector. Tector is my developer, coding, development, and technical build tasks. And yes, I have more AI staff in the structure, but these are department heads. I will break down the rest in another video, and I can see the full structure from my dashboard. I can see what is being worked on, what is pending, and what is next on the agenda. That visibility alone reduces confusion and improves decision making. Now let me make this clear. I am replacing most employee dependency in repetitive execution. That is intentional. I keep 1 or 2 regular staff as needed, but the heavy lifting on repeat workflows is system first. That does not mean humans have no value. It means humans should be focused on high value judgment, creativity, and leadership, not drowning in repetitive, low leverage tasks. This is about smarter structure, not emotional structure. I do not keep workflows because they sound cool. I keep workflows that produce results. Simple scorecard. Does it save time? Does it improve quality? Does it increase output? Does it support revenue? Does it reduce operational stress? If yes, it stays and gets optimized. If no, it gets replaced. This mindset is why my operation feels lighter now, not because business got easy, because systems got better. If you feel stuck, overwhelmed, and constantly behind. Stop trying to outwork broken operations. You cannot hustle your way out of bad systems forever. Build leverage. Build repeatable process. Use agents that execute. Keep humans focused where humans are strongest, and protect your time like your business depends on it, because it does. I am still building and still optimizing. I have bigger goals ahead, but now I am compounding stronger base, not restarting from chaos every week. That is the real win. More control, more consistency, more margin, more growth. So if you are ready to build this kind of system for your business, DM me on Instagram or comment below. If you want speed, structure, and results, I will show you how to set it up the right way. If y'all want to see exactly how I got my setup running, then comment on this video and let me know you are interested in this type of content. I can break down my actual setup step by step in the next one. No excuses, just execution.